What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Virgo for November 5th to the 10th of November 2020. Take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information for how to reach me in a reading in the description box down below. If you like the content that I make and would like to support me, please go smash the like and subscribe button. Without any further ado, I've already gone and pulled your cards off camera like always for you, Virgo, so let's get right into the reading. So we got the Three of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and Major Arcana, the Devil. So when we have the Three of Swords, it does represent a painful truth that would have come out. It is a heartbreak card. It does represent that the reason why this pain is happening is because somebody came out with the truth, which makes a lot of sense because we have somebody speaking their truth with the Ace of Swords. So what this combination is either going to be is somebody came out with this truth and you are going to view and have an epiphany moment about this situation, or it's just kind of the same thing where somebody is speaking their epiphany and it's causing pain. So it's either going to be you doing this or somebody doing this to you. But however that resonates is how it resonates. I specifically do think that somebody is coming out with a painful truth, and it's going to, in some vein, have some epiphany attached to it, be it if that epiphany is coming from somebody else or you. But that's something that you are going to know when this happens. The Devil is the Major Arcana card for kind of, I don't want to say it's being trapped in something, but it does represent bonds and chains and being chained to something and being addicted to something. So this does represent the card of being addicted to sex, booze, drugs, money, lust, relationships, being addicted to hookups, being addicted to needing to feel wanted all the time. It is some sort of addiction. It doesn't have to be just a plain drug addiction. But more specifically, I do think since it's coming out with a painful truth, it's going to be an emotional relationship or some sort of something where you have ties and change to somebody, because it is very well depicted here. It's almost very similar imagery to the Lovers, just in a less fucking brutal way. But the Lover, I see if it's here. It's not. But the Lovers is almost kind of the same type of imagery, where it is being bound by something higher than yourself, indicating that there is something larger at play here, where you feel like you can't help yourself. This is the thing. You would feel like you can't help yourself, and even though this truth came out, you kind of don't know what to do because you are addicted to this person, place, or thing. I'm going to ask for a little bit of clarity as to... Oops. Am I going to do that? Oh, here's the Lovers. So I want you to see the similarities between these cards, just because I brought it up. So two people tied together. This one's chains and this one is rope. And they're being overseen by these two higher-ups. It's kind of just... It's the same kind of thing. Yeah. They both have wings. It's on purpose. So I'm going to ask, where does the Devil go from here, or where does the situation go for Virgo after the Devil comes out? Eight of Wands represents that it's going to have there's going to be something that happens very quickly because of this. It represents fast travel, fast action. It specifically represents communication and travel over water or air, which means expect messages, expect somebody to come in with messages. It could be, when we have the Eight of Wands, it could be arrows of love, and it can also be an indication of arrows of communication from a job or something coming in quickly. The thing is, it's kind of an unexpected card. This is a very chaotic, fast-moving energy. It's one of the fastest cards of the whole deck. So it does represent that things are going to be kind of a little bit wild. And I say that because this whole truth coming out with an epiphany moment, this painful truth coming out, and then there's something that's going to be happening after that. I'm not specifically so aware of what specifically the Eight of Wands is going to carry with it. So I'm going to ask, what is this Eight of Wands carrying with it? What is it that is being ushered in with the Eight of Wands? A person. So we have a specific fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius woman who would be a leader of herself, very high mindset, would be a boss, very sexual, passionate. She would be very good at leadership, and she can be hot-tempered or easily bored. She is somebody that can sometimes accidentally let things take over, and she gets pushed aside by all her hobbies, and she takes on new ones. She likes to say yes to everything. this is a person. This is a literal person. So I feel like, all right, I'm going to play out a scenario that I think I have, I'm hearing in my head. So for a lot of you, it's very potential that you could have been getting over a heartbreak, understanding that you don't need that in your life, and it's either, there's going to be two different things. It's either going to be that this person is coming back, or it's going to be somebody new. Because I think that you have a problem with addiction and lust. I think that this, I don't want to say that this is going to be a hookup, but I do kind of see, and I also don't want to say that's going to be a replacement person, but I do kind of think that for a lot of you are very kind of, and I only say this because I go through this too, so I don't want you to think that I'm like belittling you or anything, because I'm going through this too. I'm not a Virgo though, but this is kind of what the way that I'm looking at this is, I feel like when something bad happens, and again, this is not a knock, we're all human and we do things the way that we do them. I feel like when something bad happens, you kind of use, I don't want to say use, but you kind of rely on other people to make you feel better. And when I say other people, I'm specifically looking at a sexual romantic relationship right here. So I kind of think that you allow other people to kind of make you feel better about yourself, because if you view somebody in a light where you value them and they value you back, you kind of allow them to give you that value in yourself, which is kind of false because you're not giving that to yourself. And when they're not there, you're not going to have that anymore. And I kind of see this as a repeating pattern, and that's kind of why I think that the devil is here. I think that you repeat this pattern. However, I think that you are aware of it. I think that you are now aware of it, and kind of, you don't really know where to go from here because you can't help that you have these lusts and these passions and these attractions. All I know is that somebody is coming in. So I'm going to ask where this goes with this Queen of Wands for you overall. You're going to be afraid, specifically because I don't feel like you're working on yourself, and because when you kind of fill these holes with other people, kind of intuitively, you're not getting rid of the problem, you're just kind of adding to it. You're not working on yourself. But I do also think, in another vein, that you are worried that this situation with this person isn't going to work out. But that is more of a fears card. There's a lot of anxiety that comes with this, because I don't think that you're ready to deal with this, but I think that you want it. So where overall, I know I asked where overall it goes with this Queen of Wands, but that's not like it is not specifically an outcome because it's just fears. So where specifically does this lead with the Queen of Wands? Okay, so she is going to be somebody that comes in to help you. She is going to be giving you the strength that you need for yourself. So a lot of the times, what happens is, like I said, I feel like she's going to be somebody that you look highly on, and I think that her support and her coming in and stepping in for you, and being this very solid individual, where she really, I feel like she understands more than most what's going on, what she's doing. She might even be in the same boat, but I feel like this person is going to give you the strength that you need to kind of go through your life, and to work on the problems that you need to be working on. I think that this person is going to hold you accountable to your problems, and she's not going to abandon you, but I do think that she's going to be like, hey, this and this, you need to work on this, and I'm holding you accountable for it. But I see this woman as a very high standing woman, and I don't see anything negative going on with her. So whoever this is, if you had her in the past or not, I do kind of think that this person is solidly in your life, for better or for worse. I think that you are addicted to this person, this way that you do relationships, this way that you kind of fix the problems inside of yourself that you feel void in. And I'm going through this too, so you can't be knocked for it. This is a very human thing. As one of my good friends, actually, she has her own tarot channel here. Her name is Kara, at Just Because Tarot. She told me a long time ago that, oh fuck, I lost it. I lost it. I don't remember what it was that I was going to say, and I want to try to find it. You are a human. You are you are a soul having a human experience. Don't be ashamed for feeling this way. But like all things, be aware of your problems and take accountability for yourself and try to better them. But don't get hard on yourself if you try and fail, because you're at least aware of it and you are at least trying. Alright? This is not bad shit, Virgo. It's just kind of shit. Not shit, but it's just kind of things that you are going through, and I do kind of think that this person is going to be here for you at least. So this is not terrible shit, and I will see. That sounds so bad. I am sorry. It's really not that bad. It's a lot better than I'm making it sound. I love you, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, my Moon Tribe.